Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the California Angels at Anaheim Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Dan Petry, whose record is 1-4 with a 6.39 ERA. And pitching for the Angels today is, you son of a bitch. His record is 3-10 with a 4.52 ERA. And yes, that son of a bitch, Frank Tanana, is pitching against us today. And I'm sure that if you followed this channel, you know exactly why I feel that way about Frank Tanana. If not, you'll have to go back to season 1, the 1980 season, and search for Frank Tanana. And you'll find out my personal vengeance against Frank the Tank Tanana. At any rate, we are having our final game before the All-Star break. Here's a look at the standings going into today's game. You'll see that we're 7 games back. We lost yesterday's game in the 12th inning. It was a real bummer. We were up 2-0, and then a 2-run home run tied the game up in the 8th off of Bruce Robbins, who had pitched fantastically. I'm sorry, Dave Rozema, not Bruce Robbins. Dave Rozema, who's pitching fantastic. He had a shutout going, and that tied the game up at 2. We went into extras. We had plenty of opportunities to win. We just couldn't take advantage of the bullpen for the Angels. So we lost 3-2. Here is our last game today. And then on Sunday, coming up this weekend, I will be playing the All-Star game live against Dave from Not Your Status Quo. It's another YouTube video channel where they specialize in videos about Marvel Universe, the DC Universe, Star Wars, all kinds of great animated stuff. They're funny guys. They do a great job. I'll have their link in the description if you want to check them out. So yeah, this game is going to be live on Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, that's my time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And right after this game, also in the description below, you'll see the Facebook link for Brainiac Baseball card breaks. And you can go to that link and you'll see the all-star rosters in advance of the game. It won't be, what the lineups will be specifically for the game, but if you want to know who's going to be on that roster, you just go to my Facebook page. You don't have to like it or subscribe to the Facebook page unless you really, really want to, and you should because it's fun there. We do all kinds of stuff like This Day in Baseball. We'll talk about baseball players who've passed away within a couple of days of their passing. We do a little rest in peace to them there. And anyway, so there's some stuff to offer, but regardless, you can at least check out the lineup for the All-Star game. The roster is what I should say. So, okay, let's get to today's game. We've got Dan Petry on the mound making his second start since being recalled from AAA. All of the bullpen is available. Dave Patterson, he gave up the walk-off home run to the Angels last night, but he pitched all right. He just wasn't meant to be. Here is the lineup today against that son of a bitch, Frank Tanana. We do have some different, what is the deal here? This is the wrong lineup. So let me just make my adjustments. Maybe I didn't save it. I don't know. But here's what we're doing for today. Okay, and then my lineup was Rickey, Jeffrey Leonard, Greg Brock, Alan Trammell, Reginald Jackson. Oops, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry, it was Glenn Wilson, Greg Brock, Trammell, Jeffrey Leonard, Reggie Jackson, Bobby Ramos, Sweet Lou, and Mickey Hatcher. Okay. Sorry about that. I must not have saved it because I literally just did it before I jumped into recording. And here we go. We'll go ahead and do the official Tigers lineup rundown. And you can take a look at their stats here. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second in left field today is Glenn Wilson. Batting third at first base is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting fifth in right field is Jeffrey Leonard. Batting sixth and DHing is Reggie Jackson. Batting seventh and catching is Bobby Ramos. Batting eighth and at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And batting ninth at third base today is Mickey Hatcher. Oh, Frank Tanana, you son of a bitch. He's 3-10. That's awesome. I like to see him suffering. He's has a 4.52 ERA. He's got 86 Ks and 131 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .268 against him. He's got 4 complete games and a shutout. He's lost 6 of his last 7 starts. And he did start against Detroit earlier this season where he took a no decision, giving up 11 hits in 7 1/3 innings. And of course, our team is completely different than way back in May, as we've made so many trades and roster movements between AAA and the majors. So we're not anywhere the same offense. Take a look at the defensive alignment for the Angels today. And here's Rickey Henderson leading off against Tanana. Oh, there we go. Home run to right center field. Rickey hits his 8th. Take that, Frank Tanana. So 1-0 Detroit right out of the gate. And it's going to bring up Glenn Wilson making his 3rd start of the season. First in left field, as we're going to give the day off to Gibby going into the break. Who's going to be our all-star for the Tigers? I'm guessing Trammell is probably the best candidate as Greg Brock steps in. And maybe Dave Rozema, as Brock strikes out again. He's definitely in a strikeout slump. As we go to the bottom of the first, that home run by Henderson gives us the 1-0 lead. Let's go ahead and do the Angels lineup rundown. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I didn't realize that was only the second out. I'm like, who was it the other day? It was Javi Baez who got caught napping as Trammell grounds out to first. There we go. Finally, we get to the bottom of the first. Here's the lineup rundown for the Angels. Batting leadoff and playing center field today is Larry Harlow. Batting second at second base is Bobby Grich. Batting third at third base is Carney Lansford. Batting cleanup at first base is John Harris. Batting fifth at shortstop is Steve Lubratich. Batting sixth and DHing is Mike Brown. Batting seventh and catching is Darrell Miller. Batting eighth in left field is Don Baylor. And batting ninth in right field is Dan Ford. Dan Petry's on the mound, like as I mentioned, making his 2nd start since being called back up. It wasn't a horrible start. He went 6 innings. He gave up 9 hits. That's quite a bit. That equals the most he's given up this season. But he did only walk 2, and that's not so bad for him. We'll take a look at his overall stats. This is his 10th start. 1-4. That's .639 ERA. 30 walks, 20 Ks. That's just horrible. Opponents are batting .269, and he's got no complete games on the season. Here's the defensive setup for the Tigers. If you take a look there. And leading off for the Angels is Larry Harlow. Harlow batting .238 overall, and he flips a base hit to left field. Glenn Wilson gets it in, holds Harlow to a single. One runner on first for Bobby Grich. Grich 2 for 2 with a walk against Petry in his career, and Petry strikes him out. Nicely done. Gets the tough Grich for the first out. 1 down. Here is Carney Lansford, and Harlow gets picked off first by Petry. That's the 2nd out of the inning. So bases are empty now for Carney Lansford. 2-2 count, and he strikes out. So Fantastic job by Petry as we go to the top of the second. 1-0 Detroit. Here is Jeffrey Leonard leading off the inning with a base hit to center field. Leonard on first for Reggie. We're giving Reggie a spot start today. I know it's lefty-lefty action. And Reggie's 0 for 12 against Frank Tanana. But he's been on the bench for a few games. And base hit to center field. So he gets off the schneid against Frank. And it's first and third as Leonard pulls into third base. It's going to bring up Bobby Ramos. Bobby batting over 500 against lefties. And he strikes out looking. Ramos is in a huge slump. If you take a look at his game log here, 4, 7, 8, 9, 13. That's 0 for his last 14. And he couldn't even put the ball in play. So first and third, here's Sweet Lou. Lou, 5 for 8 with a home run against Tanana. Lou, I think he just jacked another home run. Gone to right field, a 3-run shot. And it's 4-0. Suck on it, Frank. One down for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher struggling all year, really. Bloops it into left center field. I think it's going to carry deep enough to be caught by the center fielder, Harlow. That's 2 down. And then Rickey comes up and pops it up on the infield to second, carrying onto the outfield grass. So Whitaker, 3-run shot, his 10th on the year. We go to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Detroit. John Harris leads off the inning with a ground ball that gets past Trammell for a base hit. So Harris is on first for Lubratich. Lubratich hits a ground ball to Whitaker, and Whitaker turns 2. The old 4-6-3 double play. Good job by the middle infielders there. Really one of the best double play combinations in the history of baseball. And Brown pops out to end the inning. So we go to the top of the third. Glenn Wilson leading off. Wilson hits a ground ball to short, and Lubratich tosses him out. Let's take a look at Greg Brock real quick. Yeah, he had a 3-strikeout game yesterday, going 0 for 5 in that 12-inning loss. So he's definitely in a little bit of a slump. There we go. Base hit up the middle. He's out of it, just like that. Good job by Brock. Tanana struggling against the lefties today. And then he walks Trammell. First and second for Jeffrey Leonard. Leonard now 1 for 7 with a strikeout against Tanana. Ground ball to first and a double play. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. That's how it was yesterday. We just could not take advantage of scoring up situations, and it really came back to haunt us as Darrell Miller gets a base hit just past Brock at first. That's 3 hits now for the Angels. So Miller's on first. He's got a 90 speed for a catcher. You don't see that too often. Ground ball by Don Baylor to short. They get Miller at second. Baylor beats it out. So no double play. 1 down, runner on first for Dan Ford. And Petry strikes out Ford for the second out. 3 Ks now for Petry. Back to the top of the lineup for Harlow, and a pass ball by Ramos moves Baylor into scoring position. This could be ominous. Nope, ground ball to Whitaker. Whitaker tosses him out. So the Angels stay off the board. We go to the top of the fourth. Reggie Jackson leading off. Got off the schneid against Tanana. Oh, and then Tanana makes him wear it. Right in the little chin music. I think it hit him in the shoulder. So runner on first Ramos, I don't even know what to do with Ramos. Try to let him swing away here. There we go, base hit. Got a little hit and run going. And Ramos gets his first hit in 5 games. So runners on first and second now for Lou. 6 for 9 for those 2 home runs. And he nubs it back to Tanana this time. And an error by Frank. Suck it, Frank. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. And Mickey Hatcher can be a very unlikely hero here. And he hits a base hit down the left field line. 2 runs score. And it's 6-0 Detroit. Let's get Frank out of this game. He's at 81 pitches, nobody out, first and second. Rickey's up next. Rickey goes down swinging. Come on, Rickey. 3 Ks for Tanana. Glenn Wilson next up, and he strikes out as well on a inside pitch, 6 inches on the inside. That was a fastball at 89. So this is the period of Tanana's career where he'd already had arm surgery, and he was a junk ball pitcher. As Brock is going to ground out to second to end the inning. So Tigers get 2 more on the board as Mickey Hatcher gets a 2-run single. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with Bobby Grich leading off. Grich ground ball to second. 1 down. Carney Lansford up next. Lansford ground ball back to Petry. Petry tosses him out. 2 quick outs as John Harris steps in. And Petry strikes him out. That is 4 Ks for Petry. No walks, if you hadn't noticed. And Petry's looking pretty good. I think it was just a matter of time. His rating is a 92. I mean, he should be an elite pitcher. As Trammell leads off the 5th by hitting a line drive right back to Tanana. 1 down. Leonard up next, popping it up to second. Grich makes the catch. Tanana now over 100 pitches. As Reggie Jackson steps in, and Jackson rips it to right. No dice as it's caught by the right fielder, Dan Ford. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers are up 6. Steve Lubratich. Oh no, this guy owns us. As he gets the first run on the board. A home run to left field. Lubratich's team leading 12th home run. And it's 6-1. So yeah, this is typically the inning where Petry starts to falter a little bit. Right around the 5th, as Brown flies out to left. 1 down. Darrell Miller up next. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And he pops it into the outfield grass where Hatcher makes the play. 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Don Baylor. And Baylor also pops it up. This one will be caught by Trammell. And we go to the top of the 6th, 6-1. Home run by Lubratich. Lubratich batting .315 with 12 home runs. I'm guessing he's in line for that shortstop position on the All-Star game right there with Trammell. Tough call. Here we are, top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. I think we'd have to give the player of the game so far to Whitaker with the 3-run shot. But Hatcher deserves some credit, and probably Petry as well. Here's Bobby Ramos. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Make it 2 as he strikes out. 5th K for Frank. And then Whitaker strikes out. So back-to-back Ks. Here's Mickey Hatcher, had that big hit. This time he hits a ground ball to third. And a 1-2-3 inning as Tanana, now listed as tired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Dan Ford leading off. Popping it up into foul ground on the third base side. Hatcher makes the play, 1 down. Next up is Larry Harlow. Another hit for Harlow. He's 2 for 3 on the day as he goes to left field. Runner on first. Petry only at 70 pitches now. And Bobby Grich rips it down the left field line. Harlow holds at second base. And so it's just a single for Grich. So first and second for Carney Lansford. Ground ball to short. Let's turn 2. Yes, good job. As we go to the top of the 7th, Tigers hold the lead 6-1. And the Angels are going to bring in a reliever. See ya, Frank. It's T.R. Bryden. T.R. Bryden making his 22nd appearance. 1-0, 3.86 ERA. He's got more walks than strikeouts. You could say that about just about anybody from this era. Opponents are batting .246 against him. He's got 2 saves. So not a horrible reliever. And Rickey Henderson will be the first batter. He got the game started with that solo shot. Here he hits a ground ball to short. I don't know if I mentioned it. I know I did yesterday, but Henderson is listed as tired. So he's going to be looking forward to the All-Star break, getting a chance to rest as Wilson flies out to center field. 2 quick outs for Bryden. That's going to bring up Greg Brock. He's 1 for 3 with a K today. Is that another base hit? Is that going to fall in? No, it's going to be caught by Larry Harlow for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Okay, I mean, Petry's only at 73 pitches. So if we get through Harris, we got a bunch of righties. This will probably be the last inning. Ground ball by Harris to Whitaker. 1 down. Next up is Steve Lubratich. Lazy fly ball to center that Henderson catches easily. 2 down. And Mike Brown, hitless on the day, slaps a base hit to right. 7 hits against Petry now. It's going to bring up Darrell Miller. Miller has one of those hits, and he strikes out looking. 5 Ks, no walks for Petry. I think that's pretty good. I think we can hold this 5-run lead. As we go to the top of the 8th, here's Trammell leading off. Ground ball to second. 1 down. Next up is Jeffrey Leonard. Leonard bloops it down the left field line. That's going to fall in for a hit. Leonard is 2 for 4 on the day. Are we going to go for 2? Yes, we are. 90% chance. He's safe. So another extra base hit for the Tigers today. This one time a double by J-Lo. So 1 down. Here's a righty for Reggie to swing against. Let's see what he's got. Ground ball to second. Will Reggie ever hit the ball into the outfield again? I have no idea. As Leonard takes 3rd. Leave up to Bobby Ramos. Ramos walks. Okay, so Ramos has been on base twice today. So we're not giving up on Ramos yet. And a base hit by Whitaker scores Leonard. It's 7-1. That is the 4th RBI for Whitaker, pretty much solidifying his player of the game, unless something crazy happens here. Mickey Hatcher ground ball to second, and that's going to do it. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. I want to get a couple players into the game before the All-Star game. So we're going to bring in Mark Wagner and let him play shortstop. And, yeah, I mean, that's okay. Everybody else, we'll let them rest. And then Petry, great game. Only 86 pitches. Pretty efficient. Those 5 Ks are great. Gets his ERA down to a 5.68, which is somewhat respectable. We got a couple righties coming up. We're going to bring in Roger Weaver. He's only been in 1 game since coming back from the minors. And he pitched really well down there. This is his 29th game, 2-1 on the season, 4.26 ERA, more walks than strikeouts. Opponents are batting .307. He does have 4 saves, as he was kind of our right-handed closer while we were waiting for Tom Hume to come back from injury. Don Baylor leading off the bottom of the 8th with a ground ball to Wagner, and Wagner boots it. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is bad. As actually, it was a throwing error by Wagner, allowing Baylor to get to second base. Oh, no. Just trying to get Wags into the game. And then Weaver walks Ford. Here's the lefty, Larry Harlow, betting only .233 versus righties. And he walks him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. All right. These runs, insignificant. Let's just get it out. A wild pitch scores a run. We can't even get a double play now. Okay. Full count. Oh, there we go. Grich popping it up on the infield. Play is made by Hatcher for the first out. Okay, 1 down. Runners on second and third. It's 7-2. Starting to sweat it a little bit. Ground ball to first. Brock makes the play. Ford decides to hold. So no one scores. And do we let Weaver pitch to Harris? We do not. This is why we have loogies on our team. We're going to bring in Dave Rucker. We haven't seen him in a bit. This is his 20th game. He's 1-0 with a 2.04 ERA. Opponents are batting .194 against him, 13 Ks in 17 innings pitched. Lefties are batting .114 against him. And we know that doesn't mean anything, but we're going to give it a shot here. Ground ball to Brock. And that'll end the inning. So the Angels do score 1 run on the wild pitch, as Weaver was a bit wild the whole inning, having 2 walks in the wild pitch. And the error by Wagner did not help the cause. So we go to the top of the 9th. Rickey Henderson leading off against Brighton, and he walks. So Rickey on first for Glenn Wilson. We are going to bring in, again, trying to get people into the game before the All-Star break. We're going to give Gibby an at-bat. Gibby wasn't ready. Gibby strikes out, swinging 1 down. Here's Greg Brock. Brock rips it to right. Caught by the right fielder Ford. There's 2 down. And here's Mark Wagner. It's time to atone for that error, Mark. Oh, he sucks. Take a seat. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the 9th. We got a bunch of righties coming up. We're going to take out Rucker. And we're going to bring in Dave Patterson to atone for his long home run he gave up yesterday. Steve Lubratich, the first batter in the 9th. He strikes him out. There we go. Good job, Patterson. 1 down. Mike Brown up next. Little blooper into right. It's going to be caught by the right fielder, Leonard. 2 down. And Darrell Miller, ground ball to third. And Hatcher tosses him out. Tigers win. Handshakes all around. 7-2 victory. That was a good victory to go into the All-Star game break. Oh, here's a trade offer. Wow. They want the Expos want to trade us Jim Dwyer for Andres Galarraga. And, of course, Galarraga actually started on the Expos before he was traded 3 times already. So, no, that's going to be a no. We need Galarraga for our future, and we're not taking on any salary. So, no thank you. And let's take a look at the standings. Here we go. We are 6 games back as Boston loses. Baltimore has lost 7 in a row. Man, the ground we could have made up during this period if we had just put together a little bit better of a stretch. So we're 46 and 42, 6 games back. Let's take a look at the transactions. There is a trade. Looks like it to be a minor one. Now, the Mets have been trying to trade John Stearns all season, and they finally found a taker in Boston. They do have a lot of catchers on Boston, so that's weird. But Stearns will go right into the lineup, batting .252. And he's got some speed for a catcher. And in return, Boston's giving up the youngster John Farrell, only 18 years old. 14 games started in Single A, and he looks pretty solid. So a future rotation guy, perhaps. And then Lonnie Smith gets a 4-year extension for the Phillies at $200,000. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. The All-Star lineups will be released a little bit later today. And so all you need to do is go to the Brainiac Baseball Facebook page, which is listed below in the description. And you can see who are in the lineups before the game is played this Sunday live at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, good job by Whitaker. We're going to give the player of the game to Sweet Lou. 2 for 4 RBIs, including his 10th home run of the year. Jeffrey Leonard got his 9th double. Rickey led off the game with that home run. Great job by him. Petry gets the win, 2 and 4 on the season, 7 innings, 5 Ks, but most importantly, no walks. Great job by Petry. Let's hope he turned a corner. We could use him as a number 3 next year. Frank Tanana, you son of a bitch. You got what you deserved. 3 and 11 on the season. T.R. Bryden pitched 3 innings in relief. Lubratich got the long ball against Petry in the 5th, his 12th on the year. So that's it. We've made it to the All-Star break. There's only 22 games to go, everybody. We will see you, I hope, on Sunday night. The game will be live, but it will be recorded and available shortly after the game is live. So anyway, until Sunday's game, everyone have a great night.